Well, it's Orktober, and it's time to paint orcs and nothing but orcs. Yep, all month, it's just going to be orcs, 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 and orcs. And check it out. Wow! See you guys in there. Alright, there she is. A cheerleader of our dreams. Yeah, what a cool little model. I picked up a Blood Bowl team, I don't know, last year, and it's orc, and it's very Asian themed, but this is one of the models that came in it, and I've been really wanting to paint it. It's what a crazy, crazy little paint, right? He's got a couple human heads up there. He's got this bikini top. Anyway, wild model, wild model. She's here to cheer us on for Orktober. All right, so we're gonna start off with dark purple and some purple for some undertone highlights, and then we're gonna move in with these greens as you saw in the photo before. All right, let's do it. So quick little undertone. We did a dark purple with and mix it with a little bit of plum. Look at that. Looks really nice. Look at that contrast. And now what we're going to do is we're going to come back and go over with the green the same exact way, but we're going to stay only on the top going down. All right, let's do it. The skin is done. Look at that, really nice. It's rough, it's leathery looking. Perfect. It's got that nice little purple undertone all the way out to that bright yellow green. You know, and you could even go in and kind of smidge a little yellow in there to make it pop. And maybe we'll do that. I've got a little bit of yellow out. Maybe I'll do that on some of the areas just to see if it pops. Maybe, you know, just like right in here. But that's it. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we are going to move on to the base. We're going to finish that base up, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do OSL on the mushrooms, because this is definitely fantasy, and the mushroom could grow or glow. Sorry, my bad. And yeah, all right. Let's do it. All right, there we go. The base is done as far as the ground. We still have the skulls to do, obviously, and that will be a drab brown, a bone, and then an ivory to do those. And you've seen me do that 100 times. I'll probably just do that off camera. And then we have the mushrooms. But what I did for that base is I took a little bit of the dark purple and the plum, and I just kind of mixed it all in because it's very fungusy looking, and it gives a little bit of contrast to that green. All right, so what we're going to do now is get on those skulls. All right, let's do it. Alright, skull's done. Super easy. Drab brown, bone, ivory. That's it. Go higher and higher with the bright colors. Super easy. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to hold off on the mushrooms, and I'm going to get on to probably the skirt or the skirt there, and we're going to do that with black red and pyro red. Alright, let's do it. I'm actually doing the band around her waist and the straps, teeth, and the cloth, and then the ankle wraps. I'm doing those just like I did the bone. So we're doing drab brown, and then we're doing a bone, and then we're doing an ivory to make it white. And then we're going to come back and do the rest of the red on the skirt. All right, let's do it. All right, there we go. You know what? I decided not to do any OSL on the mushrooms. I just thought, that'll just make the video a little longer. And you've seen me do it quite a few times. But I just really wanted to get this cheerleader down because, you know what? She's cheering us on for the rest of the Orktober. I want to say October, but it's Orktober. Orktober. Say it 3 times. Orktober, Orktober, Orktober. Wah! Anyway, I digress. All right, so now we just need to, get a matte varnish on and get it on the spinner. Man, looking pretty good. All right, let's do it. Well, there you have it, guys. The first Ork of Orktober is down, and she's cheering for us to finish it out. Man, what a cool little model, and I really love the way it turned out. You know what? I sat up last night, and I kept picturing it over and over and over in my head, and I already painted it completely in my head. And you know what's funny is it turned out perfect, just the way I saw it in my head. Guys, if you want to get to some painting, go paint it in your head first, right? I mean, that's like anything in life. Picture it out, play it out in your head, and see what you come up with. So that way you've already been there. I've already did this. Before I even got here, I already did it. Anyway, guys, we got a lot more Orks to go. Stay tuned. Please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And I'll see you next week.